Hey, good morning. 6 minutes after 6, and not a bad morning at 27-ish degrees here in the listening area, warming up. And we're going to find out as we take a break here. Compliments of Manchester Brook Materials, taking a look at the weather for all of northeast Vermont, northwest New Hampshire. Manchester Brook Materials has two convenient locations, 596 Crossroad in Waterford and also Route 5 North in East Drygate. And you could call Darcy at 802-633-4122 to start lining up your projects.
Is part of your property too tough to mow? Or do you need a new driveway or must fix your old one? Ask Manchester Brook Materials for a quote today. Plus for topsoil, erosion stone, riprap, and stay mat. Plus crushed stone products from 3/4 inch plant mix up to 5 inches. Manchester Brook Materials will deliver or load it for you. 6:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. weekdays, 7 a.m. to 12 noon Saturdays, or by appointment. We will rock you with competitive pricing and estimates. Call 802-633-4122.
From the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, the forecast for today: mostly cloudy, a rising chance of rain or snow showers mid to late afternoon. Highs from the mid-30s to lower 40s, winds becoming southwest around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, scattered rain or snow showers, some light snow accumulation possible over high terrain, lows in the mid to upper 20s. Mostly cloudy Saturday, a chance of rain or snow showers mainly early, upper 30s to lower 40s. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
Thank you, Lawrence. And don't forget, around 7:30, right after the birthdays and anniversaries, we chat in more detail with the Fairbanks Museum. Meanwhile, at 27 degrees, that is a look at the weather. It's brought to you this time by Manchester Brook Materials. You can call Darcy at 802-633-4122. Start talking, lining up your projects, as Manchester Brook Materials has two convenient locations in the listening area. 596 Crossroad, Waterford, Route 5 North in East Drygate. Again, 802-633-4122.
Red Sox exhibition play last night. Red Sox 4, Twins 2. Breen Bello very sharp. 6 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts. More interesting, however, Red Sox star in the making. Roman Anthony is back from the World Baseball Classic.
You know, I'm just super glad that I got to take all that and kind of just take it here now and apply it to my game. And you know, again, I think playing in front of that atmosphere for somebody like myself who hasn't experienced a postseason game or anything like that, I think you couldn't ask for more, and it's huge for a guy like me.
Anthony was named to the All-World Baseball Classic team, first team.
Playing in this environment this early in the year and getting to experience that, you know, before my first full season and just the people that you come across every single day and getting to sit in the cage and just the guys that come across that clubhouse, it was an unbelievable experience.
Roman Anthony returns to the Red Sox lineup today against Atlanta.
We're about 17 minutes after 6, a Friday. Today is the 20th day of March, and I believe spring arrives today, a little bit later this morning. More details on that when we chat with Mark Breen at the Fairbanks Museum shortly after 7:30 this morning. And let's see, there's going to be a strawberry pancake breakfast coming up this Saturday, March 21st, from 7 to 10:30, obviously in the morning. And that's going to be at the West Newbury Community Hall. And the adults are $12, kids 10 and under $6, and quite the menu. And that is a benefit for the West Newbury Community Hall. And you can call 802-505-5281 for additional information. Now we take a look at the weather as we head into the weekend. Compliments of your friends at Wells River Chevrolet, which is now part of the Autosaver Group, and that is a really big deal, as in the Autosaver Group's Big Deal Plus that comes at no charge with the purchase or lease of every new or used vehicle. Good news from the Autosaver Group's Wells River Chevrolet. Right now, you could get total savings up to $9,000 on the 2026 model year Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT Crew Cab 4-wheel drive. Wells River Chevy is home of the big deal. Hurry in today or shop online anytime at wellsriverchevy.com. Together, let's drive. Stock number WT26087. Must own a 2012 or newer Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV to qualify. Subject to change. Not available with all offers through March 31st, 2026.
From the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, the forecast for today: mostly cloudy, a rising chance of rain or snow showers mid to late afternoon. Highs from the mid-30s to lower 40s, winds becoming southwest around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, scattered rain or snow showers, some light snow accumulation possible over high terrain, lows in the mid to upper 20s. Mostly cloudy Saturday, a chance of rain or snow showers mainly early, upper 30s to lower 40s. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
Well, as we head into mud season, the snow's slowly melting. At 18 minutes after 6, you're now up to date on the weather. 27 degrees. Compliments of your friends at Wells River Chevrolet, part of the Auto Saver Group, with the same great people, same great experience, and the Big Deal Plus. They're on the web at wellsriverchevy.com. Yeah, our next conversation shortly after 6:30 this morning, chatting with Paul Ordway. As Love Somebody, Morgan Wallen. At about 29 minutes after 6, Friday, the 20th day of March. Stephen, John, and friends, right up until 9 this morning, and today's the first day of spring. More on that when we chat with Mark Breen in just over an hour. We'll chat with him right after the birthdays and the anniversaries. Meanwhile, coming up, a conversation with Paul Ordway, PTO's repair in Fairleigh, and a look at the forecast after this.
Hey, this is Jared from Ray's Corner Cafe in downtown Bradford. Amanda and I have poured our energy into making Ray's a local haven for catching up with friends and family. We're right in downtown Bradford, and we focus on simple food, local ingredients, and a community atmosphere. We also keep beer, wine, and mimosas stocked and ready if you're thirsty for more than coffee. Come visit Ray's Corner Cafe and listen to good music over great food with your friends and family. I know Amanda would love to see you all.
Hi, this is Amanda, and I approve this message. No, that wasn't right.
All right, we're getting ready to check out the weather, but first there's going to be a craft fair coming up tomorrow, Saturday, March 21st from 9 to 3. That's going to be at the Clifford Memorial Building right there in Woodsville. And now the weather for the listening area. This includes the upper Connecticut River Valley, all of northeast Vermont, northwest New Hampshire. And it's being brought to you this time around by St. Johnsbury Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, which is part of the Auto Saver Group, where every deal comes with a Big Deal Plus, a 2-year unlimited schedule maintenance plan, which includes free state inspections for life.
Holy schmoly, it's Matt LeCire from the Auto Saver Group, St. Johnsbury Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. There's always something exciting happening at St. Johnsbury Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and there's never been a better time to stop in and see what's on the lot. We've got new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram models arriving regularly, plus a strong selection of dependable pre-owned vehicles for every driver. Whether you want capability, comfort, style, or power, our team is here to help you find the vehicle that's right for you. And with our service department ready to help with maintenance and repairs, we're here to help you before, during, and after the sale. St. Johnsbury Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where Vermont comes to drive.
From the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, the forecast for today. Mostly cloudy, a rising chance of rain or snow showers mid to late afternoon. Highs from the mid-30s to lower 40s, winds becoming southwest around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, scattered rain or snow showers, some light snow accumulation possible over high terrain, lows in the mid to upper 20s. Mostly cloudy Saturday, a chance of rain or snow showers mainly early, upper 30s to lower 40s. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
It is 6:31, right on the button. We're sitting at 27 degrees, and you're now up to date. That's the weather. It's brought to you by St. Johnsbury Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, which is part of the Auto Saver Group. They're online at stjohnsburycdjr.com. Paul, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are we doing today?
We're doing all right. Hey, a little bit of a break. It hasn't snowed or really rained for a few days.
No, that's good. I think we're heading into the right frame of mind here.
I hope
ready
so.
for sugar makers. They can have their weather, and things will be good.
Well, you know what today is? Today's the first day of spring.
Yes.
We'll take it, huh?
Absolutely.
It always comes around.
It does.
All right, so let's see.
We don't need a Groundhog Day or anything like that. Once we know it's the first day of spring, well,
that is so true.
Good to go.
Yep. So Route 5 has got is out of commission between Bradford and Fairleigh, I've heard.
Yes, it is.
So what's up?
Wow, big old rocks problem there, I guess. I don't know if they're even working on it yet, but it is closed, so you have to go down the interstate or down Route 10, whichever. And I go down the interstate and back up the interstate. But it's a little inconvenient, but luckily, like you said, it's not snowing or anything going on, so it's kind of quiet right now, so everything is good.
Yeah, those rocks are monsters. They are big rocks through there.
I guess there's a big one up there that's trying to slide down. That's the one I'm worried about. It's big, good size. It could do a lot of damage when it gets down here.
Can't you climb up there and just give it a push?
No.
You don't want to do that?
No, thank you.
Of course, I guess you couldn't take a truck up there and plow it down. That'd be
no.
That'd be out of the question.
It'd have to be quite the truck to do that. I'm not even sure they can get an excavator up there. So.
Yeah, that's.
Well, so I don't know. They're working on some plan, and hopefully here they get things opened up.
Yeah. Over the years, though, things have grown up. I remember taking the ride through there back with my dad in the 60s and being able to look up through there and actually see more of the rocks, but they've grown up a lot.
Yeah, a lot of trees and stuff grown up through there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's changed a lot through the years, and I don't think somebody's been watching it. I think they probably should have done some study on it or kept an eye on it. And, of course, they put that fence up a few years ago, or maybe quite a few years ago, but they never put a section fence where this is. So this is just before the fence starts.
So the road might be closed for quite a while.
That's what they're saying. They're working on a plan how to get this cleaned up and secured, and I don't know, there's some ideas. And they're going to have to put some barriers up. I was reading in the Journal Opinion there that maybe they put a shipping container there to hold it for now, and I don't know.
I don't know.
This stuff.
Mother Nature, right?
Oh, yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so you fight Mother Nature with your Fisher snowplows and your Sanders, and we're heading into spring, obviously getting on the other side of winter. What's the deal at this point? You got orders coming up, I believe.
Yes, I do. Early order is coming around the corner here shortly. We actually have a little Zoom meeting next week about preseason stuff, and we'll know more then. But if somebody's interested or think they want a new plow or sander next year, if you want to come in and put a deposit down, we'll put one on order for you, and there won't be any shipping, and maybe before the price change or something, give us a call, talk to us about this. And we will get one ordered for you, and it'll be in, and it'll be yours.
Okay. Do customers get locked into a price if they get on board with you now?
Absolutely.
They do.
When we get ready to put the order in, whatever the price is at that moment, you're locked in.
All right.
It won't go up between now and fall when we put it on, or even this summer if you want it on. I mean, we'll be getting the stuff by June, July, somewhere in there, hopefully, and then we can set you right up then if you want.
When do you go to class?
In July.
All right. You planning on hitting some fairs this summer, or at least one? I'm not sure yet.
We are talking. We do the Tunbridge, Haverhill Fair. It's been so for us. It was good. It's kind of stale, but I was hoping that Fisher was going to come out with something new I could take there. We are discussing it. We may be going to the North Haverhill Fair again, and definitely the Tunbridge Fair. We're trying to get a name out over in that area some more, and so we'll probably be doing Tunbridge in September. Hopefully we'll be doing North Haverhill here coming up in July.
Okay, good. All right. PTOs repair. Now, to get the PTOs, you basically got to come in from Fairleigh.
Oh, yes. Yeah. You got to go down Route 10 or go down I-91, get off in Fairleigh, go over, take Route 5 north. It's like 3 miles, and we're on your right.
All right.
And we'll be starting on new hours shortly. Probably we'll be open just during the week, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Unless there's a snowstorm or something, I'll go in on Saturday. Right now it's kind of quiet, and it's not worth going down. And just, burning the lights and waiting for somebody. So give us a call if you need to talk. We can give you a call back and talk to you about whatever you have for questions or information regarding a plow or a sander for your vehicle.
Yep, definitely. So PTOs Repair, Fisher Authorized Dealer, Fisher Snowplows and Sanders with Paul and Kim. You're specializing in just the Fisher stuff now.
Correct.
Got it. At the new location, 2320 Route 5 Fairleigh, and with that rock slide between Bradford and Fairleigh.
Yeah.
If you want to get to PTOs, you got to come in from Fairleigh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get on the ferry, come back up Route 5 North, and we'll be there.
All right. So we only have a few more conversations as we head into April. We'll be updating our listeners in regards to that, and then we'll take a break for the summer.
Absolutely.
All right, Paul. Enjoy
All
the
right.
day. Thanks for the
All right.
call.
Okay, very good. Everybody take care. Have a good weekend.
All right, thanks. There you have it, our weekly conversation. Paul Ordway and Kim, they own PTO's Repair, a local authorized dealer of Fisher snowplows and sanders. They have a new location, 2320 Route 5, Fairleigh, at 802-222-6152. All right, it's coming up on 6:39. We're at 27 degrees. Let's take another look at the weather forecast. What do you say for the listening area? We'll take a break here for a minute or so. When we come back, we'll find out what's happening with the weather. It's 6:40, coming up on 28 degrees here in the listening area. We take a look at the weather this time around. Compliments of Chief Crushing and Excavation. Big or small, right in the middle, medium-sized equipment, they've got it. All you have to do is contact Chief. Do it today. Line up your projects, 802-584-3868.
Chief Crushing and Excavation, with plenty of products available that can be delivered to you from one of their many nearby Vermont or New Hampshire locations. Products available include sand for septic systems, crushed gravel, topsoil, clay fill, stay mat, ledge, and specialty items such as blue ledge and gravel. Excavation and land clearing services are also available. Chief Crushing and Excavation is fully insured and has the knowledge, know-how, and equipment to get the job done right for you. For quarry operating hours, pricing, and directions, call Chief Crushing and Excavation at 802-584-3868.
From the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, the forecast for today: mostly cloudy, a rising chance of rain or snow showers mid to late afternoon, highs from the mid-30s to lower 40s, winds becoming southwest around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, scattered rain or snow showers, some light snow accumulation possible over high terrain, lows in the mid to upper 20s. Mostly cloudy Saturday, a chance of rain or snow showers mainly early, upper 30s to lower 40s. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
6:41, 28 degrees. That's it. That's the weather. Compliments of Chief Crushing and Excavation. Call Chief. Do it today, 802-584-3868. Line up your projects as we head into the new year or even and beyond. They have the equipment to help you out at Chief Crushing and Excavation. We're going to chat the next few minutes with Bob Yaroshevich, the owner of Wild Vermont Customs and Wise Enterprises. How you doing, Bob?
Good. How are you?
Good. As we get ready for spring, our days are seeing more sunshine at both ends of the day, so that's going to make you guys happy.
It is.
You've had
now's the time. If someone's got projects left that they want to get in, let us know. Let's get them in because spring will be here before you know it. And we don't really like working on people's rigs during the summer when they want to be riding them or driving them.
Yeah, I know we kind of go over this lots of times, but you know, it's a typical thing that we do. We put it off until the last minute, don't we?
Oh yeah, we do the same thing. Like our projects always get pushed off, and as you know, we get busy a lot of times. And our winter projects, we have a list before winter. Well, guess what? Some of them still aren't done.
Are you hearing anything in regards to the spring and summer? People talking to you about stuff, or are you hearing anything? Any kind of buzz going on out there?
Not so much for Wild Vermont Customs. I know for Wise Enterprises, we have a few good projects for this spring, summer, and maybe a really big project that might start kind of third quarter.
Okay.
But no, Wild Vermont Customs, we've got some stuff that we have sitting that came in the fall that's too big to kind of work on inside. It's big. Mm-hmm. And we'll send pictures as that project gets going. And the girl that it's for, I saw her last week, and she decided now instead of just putting it up the way it was, she wants me to affix glass to it. So one end of it's got a kind of a greenhouse. So it's this giant antique wrought iron. I don't know what you'd call it, like a balcony setup that came out of New Orleans.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, this thing is rugged because two of us can barely pick a piece up.
Man, how many pieces?
I think it's about 25 or 30 pieces.
I guess the wind won't blow it over then.
No, it's not going to go anywhere.
All right. Now, a couple of weeks ago, you were saying you did a project as a gift.
We did. It hasn't quite been delivered yet, so I still can't tell you what it is. But next time I'll be able to.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
All right, we're dangling the carrot for our regular listeners then, so we'll find out what that is maybe in a couple of weeks. So that's the type of thing you can do. Somebody comes see you, can put together specialty type things.
Yeah, like I said, this project that the girl brought to us was, just going to be kind of a wrought iron area outside of her house.
Mm-hmm.
Going to go on the south side of the house, so she thought it'd be a good idea if we could affix glass to it somehow. So I kind of started looking at it already. We're going to make some clips that we can clip on and put glass panels in. And she'll have half of it as a greenhouse and half of it is kind of an open air eating area.
So this thing, did you have to blast it and then paint it?
Well, that's what's going to happen, yeah.
We haven't done it yet.
No, it's waiting till spring to do that.
Wow.
And
That sounds like a big project.
Then we'll be installing it sometime this summer. And where it was at, it was kind of up by itself. It didn't have a roof or anything on it. She wants to put a roof on it, so we have to kind of make a roof setup to go on it.
So what kind of is the square footage of this thing? Roughly.
About 6 by 28, I think.
Oh, so it's
what
pretty big.
Ends up.
All right.
Yep.
So big project, small projects, you guys can handle it. Wild Vermont Customs, Wise Enterprises. With spring around the corner, motorcycles, ATVs, that type of stuff, what's the deal there?
Well, now the time to get them in for, if you want some hydro dipping done, powder coating done, even, as we get closer to spring, which I hate to say this, but I don't like getting stuff close to spring. But as we get closer to spring, even if you want to run it in for an oil change tune-up, older Harley bike before you get riding it for the year, feel free to contact us and see what we can do.
Well, we're getting closer as we speak. Be the middle of March by the time it arrives on the calendar. But the way this winter's been going, who knows? Maybe it'll happen overnight. Maybe it'll roll into April.
Yeah.
Your guess is as good as mine at this point.
No, Gabe and I have been talking about this. This has actually been kind of what the old winter that we remember used to be. Just pretty steady snow here and there.
A lot of people have said that. But what's an old-fashioned winter? What's the definition of an old-fashioned winter?
Well, I don't.
I'll have to ask Mark Breen that.
Yeah, the last few winters have been so bad.
Yeah.
Just the falls and springs have been strange. So this just seems like it's been kind of what you would normally expect. The fall cooled down slowly. Got into fall when we should. Got snow when we should. So hopefully we get spring when we should.
Yeah. People with their ATVs, I've seen some ATVs, they put the tracks on, and it's been a great year for snowmobilers and the skiers.
Yeah.
And
we've been so busy, we haven't even touched our snowmobiles. They've been sitting this entire winter.
Well, they'll be there.
They will.
They'll be there. All right, so spring projects is basically what's on the agenda at this point for Wild Vermont Customs.
For sure. And we've got, like I said, we've got some stuff in the works there. We've actually, believe it or not, we've got a couple of things kind of in the works already for the fair.
Okay.
So whether we're going to make one of them or not, I don't know. It's a big project. So
you're talking North Haverhill Fair.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, it's end of July around here. All right, so if they want to contact you, best way is on Facebook.
Yeah, just message me on Facebook, and then we'll get a conversation going, and then we can talk from there.
And that would be Wild Vermont Customs on Facebook?
It is.
Okay, check it out. Bob and Gabe Yaroshevich, they give us a lowdown as what's happening with their two businesses every couple of weeks, so be sure to listen to the next one as we roll into the first full week of March.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Time flies.
6:52. Good morning, Stephen, John, and friends. We take it at 9 o'clock this morning. A lot of folks we'll be chatting with, so we hope you can be with us during the duration. As we prepare to check out the weather again, it's being brought to you by Farmway. And going on as we speak through Saturday, March 21st, they invite you to join them for a Pandora Jewelry Refresh and Restyle event as they look forward to cleaning up your jewelry and helping you find new ways to wear it or add to it to make you ready for the new season and new memories at Farmway. In Bradford, Farmway invites you to shop their in-stock Lazy Boy furniture. Farmway has plenty of styles and colors to choose from, something to fit everybody, including pet-friendly fabrics. Check the prices, you won't be disappointed. Shop in a friendly, no-pressure atmosphere, and if you don't see it, Farmway can order it. Delivery and removal is available. Just ask about the rates. At Farmway, they take immense pride in offering a wide selection of top-quality brands in footwear, clothing, camping, and hunting gear, furniture, and gifts. Shop locally in Bradford at Farmway.
From the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, the forecast for today: mostly cloudy, a rising chance of rain or snow showers mid to late afternoon. Highs from the mid-30s to lower 40s, winds becoming southwest around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, scattered rain or snow showers, some light snow accumulation possible over high terrain, lows in the mid to upper 20s. Mostly cloudy Saturday, a chance of rain or snow showers mainly early, upper 30s to lower 40s. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
And for Farmway, they're online at VermontGear.com. Open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 5:30. Friday, 8:30 to 8. Saturday, 8:30 to 5:30. They are closed Sunday and major holidays at Farmway.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by JTV.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. New Iranian strikes in the Persian Gulf are increasing concerns about global energy supplies. The BBC's Azadeh Moshiri has details from Dubai.
News came this morning from the state oil firm KPC in Kuwait that an oil refinery had been hit by multiple drones, that emergency crews battled a fire there but had to shut down multiple units as a precaution.
Comes on the heels of an Iranian attack on the world's largest gas terminal in Qatar this week. An update from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
We destroyed a lot of the nuclear infrastructure. But what we're destroying now are the factories that produce the components to make these missiles.
Gas prices in the U.S. today, $3.91 a gallon. There's no relief at the airports and no end in sight to the partial government shutdown that has more TSA workers like Antoinette Wade calling out sick every day.
We're 2 checks behind as of right now. Doing the job that we love doesn't pay those bills. Gratitude doesn't pay our bills.
Texas Republican Senator Ted Cruz blames colleagues across the aisle for refusing to fund the Department of Homeland Security.
The Democrats care more about their radical open border activists than they do about Americans who are missing spring break because there are 4-hour delays.
President Trump's joke about Pearl Harbor yesterday isn't going over well in Japan.
While meeting with Japanese Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi at the White House, a Japanese reporter asked Trump why he didn't tell allies like Japan about the attack on Iran ahead of time. Trump said it wouldn't have been a surprise.
Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay?
Takaichi's eyes widened, but she remained quiet. Some Japanese politicians and scholars are upset she didn't speak up and fear the joke might harm relations between the U.S. and Japan. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
Spanish police say all signs point to an accidental death after the body of a missing University of Alabama student was found in the water off Barcelona. Kevin McClay is president of Jimmy Gracie's frat.
Jimmy's loved by everyone. It's a heartbreaking situation. He serves as a mentor for a lot of our younger guys.
He was on a spring break trip when he disappeared. ABC has pulled the new season of TV's most popular reality series after controversial footage surfaced. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti.
This after video from 2023 leaked showed Bachelorette star Taylor Frankie Paul attacking her then-boyfriend Dakota Mortensen. The video is disturbing. In it, you see Paul tackle and kick Mortensen during an argument.
This is CBS News.
It is 4 minutes after 7, Your Country, WYKR Haverhill, WTWN Wells River, W286DE Wells River, 105.1 FM. Friday morning on this first day of spring, it's the 20th of March, 2026. We're sitting at 27, 28 degrees right now. Let's take a look at that weather as we head into the weekends. Compliments of your friends at Crosstown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Littleton, home of the big deal.
Hi, it's Kevin again from Crosstown Motors in Littleton, New Hampshire. Mud season is closing in fast with melting snow. But if you're behind the wheel of a trail-rated Jeep Wrangler or Jeep Gladiator, you're ready for anything. And now is the perfect time to claim yours with our Declaration of Deals sales event. Lease a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sahara starting at $429 per month for 36 months. That's 7,500 miles per year with zero cash down. Or step up to the new 2026 Jeep Gladiator Mojave starting at $559 per month for 39 months. 7,500 miles per year, also with zero down. Head to Crosstown Motors, your Jeep headquarters in Littleton.
Based on stock number J26015. Total mileage allowance 22,500 miles. 30 cents per mile over. Stock number J26026. Total mileage allowance 24,375 miles, 30 cents per mile over. First payment due at signing. Tax, title, and registration extra. Must have Stellantis brand vehicle in household to qualify. Crosstown Motors, where adventure begins.
from the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury. The forecast for today, mostly cloudy, a rising chance of rain or snow showers mid to late afternoon. Highs from the mid-30s to lower 40s, winds becoming southwest around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, scattered rain or snow showers, some light snow accumulation possible over high terrain, lows in the mid to upper 20s. Mostly cloudy Saturday, a chance of rain or snow showers mainly early, upper 30s to lower 40s. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
And thank you for Crosstown Motors, right there in Littleton. Crosstown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Littleton, home of the big deal, has just updated you on the weekend weather. 6 minutes after 7, 27, 28 degrees. And glad you could be with us this morning. Stephen, John, and friends, we take you to 9 o'clock this morning. Meanwhile, Ian Blackmer at Riverbank Career Technical Center took a few minutes to chat with me the other day, and we'll be listening to that in just a few minutes.
No question, without a doubt, one of the best Bruins efforts of the season. Bruins 6, Winnipeg 1. 6 different Bruins scored goals. Coach Marco Sturm.
I mentioned before the game, it's not a speed game just like Montreal. It's more skill and I would say heaviness up front, and we just us more anyway. So again, we just handled it very well. Didn't give him too much.
Marco Sturm leading scorers: David Pastrnak, Pavel Zacha, both with 2 goals and 2 assists. In the Bruins' goal, Jeremy Swayman at his best.
As professionals, you just want to keep it one shot at a time. No matter what comes your way, just roll it, water off your back, and on to the next shift. And I thought we did a really good job of that, responding no matter what came our way. And that was pretty contagious the entire night long. And that's really important for a group right now. That's fighting for playoff position.
Jeremy Swayman. Bruins 6, Winnipeg 1. Bruins at Detroit tomorrow.
It's a Friday. Today's the first day of spring. It's March 20th, Friday morning with Stephen, John, and friends. Glad you could be with us this morning. Our conversations continue this morning here at radio station as we take some time to chat with Riverbank Career Technical Center every couple of weeks. And our guest this week is Ian Blackmer. He's the Diversified Agriculture Instructor at Riverbend. Good morning, Ian. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. Diversified Ag and Natural Resources.
Okay.
So we do a little bit of woods work as well. We've got a nice wood miser sawmill here that we can mill out boards for construction trades and do some tree identification. That usually occurs in the fall. But yeah, so we're both ag and forest natural resources.
I would assume that a lot of your classroom is outside then, Ian.
We spend a lot of time outside. So if there are students out there that are interested in learning about the great outdoors, that's what we do. So, yep, right now we're focused on the harvesting sap from our sugar bush and boiling it down. It's been a great start to the sugaring season, 2026. And we've made, I think, 6 gallons so far. We tap 225 taps. We've got 35 taps on campus, beautiful old field maples that produce a really high quality, high sugar content sap. And then I bring some sap from my property over in Randolph, so hill and dale.
Do you think the drought will have anything to do with this year's sugaring season, Ian?
I don't see it right now.
Okay.
This sugaring season has started. We're getting off of, just as of the last 36 hours, one of the best sap runs that I've ever experienced. I collected out of the tank, the bulk tank, yesterday afternoon. It'd been running all day. I think it was yesterday afternoon, and then I had to transfer sap again, and then it ran all night long. It was still running in the morning. So as far as the drought is concerned, I think it came in late enough in the summer, first of all, that the trees were able to put up their sugar, their carbohydrates, those store supplies, earlier in the summer. So that didn't have an effect on them. The sugar content seems to be pretty good this year. And then, of course, it did dry out, but I think I'm trying to recall if we got some late season rains, and we've also had some snow, so I haven't seen any effect.
Okay, well, that's good.
And opinions may vary on that, but
Of course
this is
they
just
do.
one opinion.
Of course they do. Ian Blackmer is our guest from Riverbank Career Technical Center. Okay, you've given us kind of an update as to what's happening right now, but what are some of the accomplishments since the first of the year up to this date during the school year, Ian?
Oh, good Lord. Students have gone and done the game of logging, so that's levels 1 through 4, where they learn basically all of the safety aspects of operating a chainsaw. It's an industry-recognized certification, and it's extensive. And then they progress from knowing the reactive forces and knowing how to kind of work the chainsaw to actually safe felling practices. And there's five-point felling plan, and it ensures that the trees, basically 90% of all of the cutting is done before the tree is actually able to drop, and then they hit a trigger at the very end, and 98% of the time those trees are going exactly where they're looking to go, and they may be off just a little bit. So that's a fun thing. We've done some tractor operation, some basic safety, no certifications there, but basically safe tractor operation skills. Tree identification, as I mentioned before. They do some CPR, first aid, CPR, stop the bleed type certifications, that kind of stuff. So, there's just a lot going on across the board throughout the school year.
Yeah, a lot happening at Riverbend. We're chatting with Ian Blackmer, the diversified agriculture teacher at Riverbend Career and Technical Center. Hey, you mentioned sugaring. What about seeds starting this time of the year anyway?
Yeah, well, we're just starting to think about it. We've got our longest season crop started, so onions. We do our red and white onions, and they're germinated, and they're coming up. They're a couple of inches tall right now. And then basically between now and May, we will be planting all sorts of different things. So peppers, different kinds, tomatoes, different kinds, broccoli, you name it, for squashes, summer squashes, winter squashes, some jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, pie pumpkins, those kind of things. And those come up for sale. We'll have a seed start and flowers. Can't forget to mention the flowers. Annual flowers will have starts in like 6-pack flats. And they're pretty healthy plants. We use Vermont compost, and it's got that Fort V potting mix, which is super good start. And then we'll have those things for sale mid to late May, just before the last frost date and the beginning of the planting season. The proceeds from the sale of plants and other revenues, we do sell a little maple syrup. Those all go towards a scholarship fund for the students that are graduating out, going on to the next stage of their life. So it's for a good cause. And so if people are looking for things, they can look us up.
Good to hear. Tracy Puffer chats with us on May 15th. Maybe she'll have some information in regards to that. Yeah. All right, briefly, maybe some of the other classes at Riverbend, an overview of what's happening there.
Sure. I got culinary program enters into this what's called a Pro Start competition down in New York, Hyde Park, New York, at the Culinary Institute of America, and they have really been working hard and building this competition up, and they won 3rd place in the culinary and 1st place in food management in Vermont. So they're doing really well, and they're also going to be running their what they call the Riverbend Inn, has openings through the spring, in addition to some special events. So keep your eyes peeled for those things. Tonight is the National Technical Honor Society ceremony, kind of a special appreciation for students that have done exceptionally well academically at their home schools as well as here, plus also, all a list of really strong categories of honesty and community service and those kind of things. So that'll be happening tonight.
Excellent. Wow, a lot happening at Riverbend. And
yeah.
And in regards to your class, just for a moment, male-female ratio, what's that
We're about
look like?
50-50 right now.
Excellent.
So we're really good, really strong. And it's something that all programs are working on across the board, making sure that those non-traditional occupations for both males and females are available and kind of inviting to anybody that wants to come and take do some studying here.
Definitely. At Riverbend, you can stop in and make an appointment to tour the complex, or give them a call at 222-5212, and front office will help steer you in the right direction, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Ian, any final comments?
Well, appreciate your getting our word out there, and just don't hesitate. Keep looking for us in the newspapers and in the news and listservs and that kind of things, Facebook, because there's always some stuff going on here.
Definitely is. In a couple of weeks, we'll be chatting with Jeremy White. He's the Work-Based Learning Coordinator.
There you go.
At Riverbend. Thanks for your time again today, Ian.
All right. Thank you, Stephen.
23 minutes after 7. Glad you could be with us this morning. We do chat with Riverbend every couple of weeks during the school year. We do look forward to our next conversation with them. And be sure and check them out if you have a student that's interested in going to Riverbend. There is still time to stop in and give them a call, 222-5212. All right, we'll take a break here, and then on the other side of it, a look at the weather forecast. Moonlight Auto Repair, formerly of Fairleigh, is now located at 7105 Vermont 25 in East Corinth. Owner Dennis Perry has many years repairing and maintaining both foreign and domestic vehicles. In addition, Moonlight Auto Repair professionally applies fluid film undercoating, a protective spray applied to the underbody of trucks, trailers, and cars to help prevent rust, corrosion, and damage from moisture, salt, and debris. Now's the time to talk with Dennis. He can help to keep your expensive vehicle operating safe for a long time. Moonlight Auto Repair, 7105 Vermont 25 in East Corinth. Shabuzi and Jelly Roll just around the corner, 24 minutes after 7. Are you hungry? I am. Tuttle's Family Diner, downtown Wells River, serving spaghetti with meat sauce and garlic bread today, along with other specials that include the Montshire Farm BLT burger with French fries or tater tots. How about the haddock sandwich with chips and pickle? Haddock dinner with choice of potato, a side, and a dinner roll. They also have the chicken parmesan with garlic bread and a side. Their soup is potato chowder, and the seafood today includes scallops, shrimp, strip clams, and whole belly clams. These are the specials. You can also order from the regular menu when you enjoy your next meal at Tuttle's Family Diner right here in downtown Wells River today. We're taking a look at the weather forecast. Still 27, 28 degrees at 25 minutes after 7. It's being brought to you by Woodsville Power Equipment. Springs today. I think like 10 o'clock hour, something like that. We'll get more specific when we talk with Mark in just a few minutes. But meanwhile, spring is coming. And that means Woodsville Power Equipment is ready for the mowing season. They can help you out. They have their sales, service, parts, repairs, rental equipment, and a whole lot more. Be sure to stop in, check out their new equipment, or maybe you need service. They can help you there as well. They're at 4942 Dartmouth College Highway. Power through the toughest cleanups. Whether you're tackling wet leaves, debris, or grass clippings, the Husqvarna 360 BT backpack blower gives you the air speed and fuel efficiency you need to keep going. Powered for excellence, built for yarders who don't settle. The Echo DPB 5800T backpack blower delivers the power you need to clear sticks, leaves, debris, and more. Take back your yard with ease with a new backpack blower available locally at Woodsville Power Equipment Tool and Rental.
From the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, the forecast for today. Mostly cloudy, a rising chance of rain or snow showers mid to late afternoon. Highs from the mid-30s to lower 40s, winds becoming southwest around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, scattered rain or snow showers, some light snow accumulation possible over high terrain, lows in the mid to upper 20s. Mostly cloudy Saturday, a chance of rain or snow showers mainly early, upper 30s to lower 40s. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
And also for Woodsville Power Equipment, stop in, check it out as spring arrives today, heading into spring and summer. Outside tasks They can help you with their sales, service, parts, repairs, rental equipment, and their expert advice. They're at 4942 Dartmouth College Highway, 603-747-2322. Be sure to get in there sometime soon. Check it out. That is Shabuzi and Jelly Roll. Amen. It is 7:30. A very good morning on this first day of spring. Sunshine is with us. And we'll be warming up a bit today, hanging around 28, 29 right now, but we will be warming up. But there's a little inclement weather a bit later today, so we'll check that out as we update you on the weather. And right after the birthdays and anniversaries, we'll go to the Fairbanks Museum and find out what's happening with Mark Breen as we head into the first weekend of spring 2026. We have a belated birthday. It's for March 19th as we head into the birthdays and anniversaries today. It's a happy belated birthday to Gary Youngman with lots of love from Jody, Ryan, Tara, Kevin, and the rest of the gang. And a happy belated birthday to Grandpa with love from Brendan, Abby, Brianna, Kobe, and Kaylee. Well, but it was a great day for Gary as that was celebrated on March 19th yesterday. All right, looking at today's birthdays. March 20th, Alan Wright celebrates today. So does Fred Clements, Kim Gray, Eden Aldrich, John Rutherford, Vanessa Allen, Connor Hebert, and Ernie Roy. And our happy anniversary is to Robert and Jolie Baganzi. And there you have it. Those are the birthdays and the belated that we have for today. Birthdays and anniversaries, they are a regular feature. They're always brought to you by the Swenson Insurance Agency in Bradford. So let's take a look at them again, starting with the belated birthday. The happy belated birthday to Gary Youngman, celebrated on March 19th with lots of love from Jody, Ryan, Tara, Kevin, and the rest of the gang. And also a happy belated birthday to Grandpa with love from Brendan, Abby, Brianna, Kobe, and Kaylee. And for today, Friday, March 20th, Ernie Roy celebrates today. So does Connor Hebert, Vanessa Allen, John Rutherford, Eden Aldrich, Kim Gray, Fred Clements, and Alan Wright. And happy anniversary today to Robert and Jolie Baganzi. Be sure to get your wishes into us. We'd like to see them a couple of days in advance. That way it does give us time to prepare for the day of your wish right here on Your Country WYKR. And be sure and thank the Swenson Insurance Agency for bringing you birthdays and anniversaries.
Distracted driving can take many forms, such as changing music, eating, or talking on the phone. But the most dangerous by far is texting while driving. Although it may seem harmless in the moment, it takes your hands off the wheel, your eyes off the road, and your mind off driving. A dangerous and sometimes deadly combination. Be a responsible driver. Turn on an auto reply feature or app that notifies your friends and family that you're driving and cannot reply. Or better yet, turn off your phone entirely. Please, pledge to never drive distracted. It's not worth your life or anyone else's. Take it from me and MMG, protecting your piece of the world.
The Swenson Insurance Agency of Bradford is an independent agency that represents regional and national insurance companies to meet your insurance needs. The professional staff can provide you with the expertise you deserve to make the best insurance buying decisions. Service is their best policy at the Swenson Insurance Agency, Bradford. All right, 7:33. Mark, good morning. How are you?
I'm very good, Stephen. Yourself?
Very good. All right, so here we are heading into the first day of spring, but we're not out of the winter woods yet, are we?
No, it's one of those. Obviously it sits on the calendar, and there's at least some connection to the seasons and our weather. Although I was just thinking about this, it's okay. So today the spring equinox here, but it's also the spring equinox down on the equator, and on the equator, there is no discernible difference from season to season. There are a few spots on the equator where they have wet seasons and dry seasons, but, so everybody gets the equinox. It's just a matter of, our connection to the weather is probably driven by, commercials and all kinds of other things because, yes, there's no question. It's going to get warmer. The days are getting longer. Eventually, we'll be able to get out in the garden. It's just... Well, it's a little early here in the North Country.
Still seems like a lot of frost in the ground around here.
Oh, yes. And in fact, one of the things that often happens this time of year from now right through the month of April, the frost actually keeps going down, getting lower in the ground. So we're talking, 4, 5, 6 feet down, where the frost is affecting actually some of the pipes, some of the towns that have, some village water and that kind of thing. This is the time of year where actually water main breaks are a bit more common, because that's when the frost gets that far down into the ground.
All right, so the equinox, according to your notes here, arrives at 10:46 this morning. So maybe you can explain the spring equinox and its meaning in a little bit more detail.
Well, sure. So it's, I think in some ways, kind of interesting that it's a very specific point in time, and that actually kind of gives us a clue that it's not a weather thing. There's obviously some weather associated with it, but this happens specifically at 10:46 when the Earth is set up so that its North Pole and South Pole, neither one is angled toward the sun. They're both kind of basically straight up and down compared to the sun. So that means that there's an even amount of daylight and night time on the Earth's surface throughout. So everybody from the North Pole essentially down to the equator and down into the south, everybody gets 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of darkness. So some of it is just physically where the Earth is. Now, there are a couple of things that result from that. One, with everything balanced out like that, the sun sets exactly in the west and rises exactly in the east. And I think we commonly think about the sun rising in the east, setting in the west, but I never realized until I started working at the museum, at the planetarium, that the sun changes where it sets along the horizon. And, some of you may be very well aware of that, but I had no clue. So I just thought that for those of you that haven't maybe paid attention that much, the sun sets a little bit farther north each day from now right onto the summer solstice, and at that point, it actually sets way up to the northwest. So there's a big difference in terms of where the sun sets or where it rises as well. So, and of course, the length of the day, that changes too, and that gets to be kind of a curious thing. Again, I know there's some people that, like they keep track, or they certainly read, they want to see with the sunrise, sunset, and the length of the day. And if you look at the length of the day today, it's 12 hours and 9 minutes. Now, the equinox is supposed to be, equal day and equal night, but we've got more daylight. And the reason is the sun isn't a pinpoint. The sun is actually got some size to it. So it takes a few minutes when the first edge of the sun appears along the horizon until it gets completely above the horizon. And same thing in the evening. It takes a few minutes for the sun's disk to go down below the edge of the sky. So that adds a few minutes to the day. And then one other fussy detail, the atmosphere of the Earth actually bends light. Not a lot, but so when you're looking at the sun, you can just barely see the sun above the edge of the sky. The sun's actually below the edge, but the Earth is bending the light, so you actually it's like it's going around the corner a little bit. So it's a weird little thing. I guess maybe you could think of it like when you're looking at a clear glass with some water in it, how the light bends a little bit on the edge of the glass.
True.
So,
yeah. I know that in our conversations periodically you bring up northern lights. Does that have anything to do with the equinox?
Well, yeah. And so again, so we talked about the Earth kind of being, no angle either toward or away from the sun. And what that apparently does, I've just been reading about this. I wasn't aware of this before. It means the magnetic field of the Earth, if it's on an angle, then it deflects a lot of the sun particles, and that reduces the number of northern lights you would see. But when it's kind of vertical, it actually lets more of those sun particles in, and those are the things that create the northern lights. So near the equinoxes, both spring and fall, there's a better chance of seeing some northern lights. And I was just checking, there are a couple of sunspots on the sun that are releasing some of these particles that make the northern lights. And so there's at least the possibility, if it could stay clear even just for a little while on Saturday evening, you might see some northern lights. There's a couple of solar storms heading our way.
Yeah, just because it's the first day of spring, it doesn't mean all of a sudden winter goes away, does it, Mark?
Oh, gosh, no. No, I was actually looking at some of our averages. I mean, it takes a while. It's why seasons are so kind of gradual in their transitions. We've got all that cold and snow and ice that's been out there. Most of the ponds are still frozen. There's plenty of snow up across the hills and in the shady areas. And so we've got, this source of cold, so to say. And even though the sun's getting stronger, you've got some cold air around. So we end up with snow on the average. In fact, I was just checking this. On the average, between now and the middle of April, the valley locations average 6 to 12 inches of snow. And the hills average 1 to 2 feet of snow from now through the first half of April. So that's the average. Yeah. There can be, there was one, a couple of years ago. We had, I think it was 2024, we had a storm right about on the equinox. We had about 10 to 12 inches of snow. And then around April 10th, we had another 10 to 12 inches of snow. So then that's in the valleys. So we ended up with anywhere from 1 to 3 feet of snow just a couple of years ago.
All right. So I guess there's a little winter weather coming our way, maybe north of our listening area this evening and tomorrow morning?
Yeah, and this is one of those sort of definition things. So in other words, we are going to see some snow, and it's going to accumulate, but we're looking at maybe, let's say, 1 to 2 inches of snow in most areas from here and over into New Hampshire. But if you go north of Wells River, the amounts get a little bit more, and so 2 to 4 inches. So there's the difference, 1 to 3 versus 2 to 4. 1 to 3 inches, not quite enough snow for the Weather Service to issue a winter weather advisory. Right. And that's honestly the difference. As you go north into Caledonia County, suddenly 2 to 4 inches is the forecast, and so the Weather Service has a winter weather advisory from Caledonia County north.
Yeah. Talking about the snow and the higher elevations, Teresa and I had to go over the mountain to Barry, Montpelier yesterday, and up there on the mountains, there's snow. Down here in the valley, not so much. You see it here and there. And also the interesting thing, talking about the sun setting, because from where I live in Woodsville, we can actually see the mountains that I was just talking about. You travel over.
Okay. Yeah.
So as the sun sets during the course of a year, it comes up the horizon and goes down the horizon. We can see all that happening from our home. So I know what you're talking about in regards to the sun setting at different locations.
Yeah, and that's actually how Stonehenge works. People from ancient times have watched where the sun sets, and they know what time of year it is.
Yeah,
so.
Interesting stuff to bring to our listeners each and every week. We always look forward to our conversation, brought to you by Hatchland Farm right there in North Haverhill. So let's find out what is happening, beginning with today through the weekend, Mark.
Yeah, so as we mentioned, that winter weather advisory north of Wells River, so Caledonia County and northward. We've got a little bit of sun that's trying to get through this morning, but the clouds will thicken up and some wet snow or some valley rain this afternoon with temperatures in the 30s, so it's close to that freezing mark. Then tonight, the snow and rain changes to snow and tapers off, I think an inch or less in most valley locations, but up to 3 across the hills. Temperatures will settle back into the 20s. We'll start the weekend tomorrow with some sunshine. It'll be a nice start. Kind of a brisk, chilly day in the 30s and a brisk northwest wind. Then the clouds come back in Saturday night. I think we'll be waking up to some snow Sunday morning. It may mix with some rain in the valleys, but another chilly, raw day, temperatures in the 30s, and we could see a few inches of snow on Sunday.
Interesting. First day of spring, 10:45. You said, Ruff? 10:43.
10:46. Yeah.
All right. We'll be paying attention to that. We'll be looking forward to spring.
Okay.
All right, Mark. Enjoy the weekend.
You too. Thanks, Stephen.
Thank you much. All right, there you have it. Updated look at the weather, including the spring equinox, and an update there with Mark Breen. Compliments of Hatchland Farm, Wicked Good Dairy Delights, and Profile Meats right there on Route 10 in North Haverhill. Most of us enjoying some sunshine right now. Weather's going to be changing just a little bit, according to Mark, where it's 27, 28 degrees right now. We'll take another break and look at the weather. But first, I want to remind you about some activities coming up this weekend in Newbury on March 22nd, which is a Sunday. They have the Maple Sugaring in Newbury coming up. It's the tradition that continues. Headwaters Farm Sugar House Tour, Saxey Welch Trail from 1 to 3, and also on March 22nd, the Puffin presentation by Ian Clark at Tenney Memorial Library at 2:30. And there you have it. Some of the things happening as Newbury celebrates Vermont's 250th commemoration. Resilience in Newbury, past, present, and future as part of their activities. Take a look at the weekend weather now. It's being brought to you by Bar Harbor Bank and Trust. You can visit them online at barharbor.bank. It's award-winning banking every day across northern New England. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All right, Lawrence, thank you very much. Updated look at the weather. We're at 7:47 now. And there you have it. Updated look at the weather forecast as we head into the weekend. Compliments of Bar Harbor Bank and Trust. Visit them online at barharbor.bank. Award-winning banking every day across northern New England. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. It's Girl Crush here at your country, WYKR, and that's Little Big Town. Glad you could be with us this morning. Stephen, John, and friends, we take it at 9 o'clock. Into the 8 o'clock hour, we'll be chatting with Charlie Gray. Four Corners Farm gives us his monthly update during the off-season, but of course when the growing season arrives, he'll check in every week with the weekly update from Four Corners Farm, South Newbury. Ryan Chase expecting to check in with us around 8:15 from Valley Floors. And then we'll chat with Dana Huntington at North Haverhill Agway. And then because it's the third Friday of the month, it's the Business Spotlight, which is brought to you by Wells River Savings, your good neighbor bank. Josh Hutchins will be in talking about his business between 8:30 and 9 this morning. We look forward to that. All right here. All right, we're about 7:52. Take a break or so for a minute or two, and then another look at the weather forecast as we head into the weekend. Coming up on 7:53, from our vantage point, looks like a clear blue sunny skies, 28 degrees, warming up a bit today, but there is some weather that's going to be coming in tonight and tomorrow morning, so be aware of that, especially north of the listening area. As we look at the weekend weather, it's being brought to you by Ricker Funeral Home and Cremation Care in Woodsville. Locally owned, family-operated business, and of course the staff members there are caring and experienced professionals who understand that each family is unique and has personal requests and traditions. For additional information, you could call them at 603-747-2717 or visit their website, rickerfh.com. When you plan ahead, you know that your wishes will be fulfilled, as well as easing that burden for your loved ones. Ricker Funeral Home and Cremation Care of Woodsville has information on their website at rickerfh.com to help you create a unique memorial service that fits your budget, your needs, and your values. Ricker Funeral Home understands the importance of personal requests and family traditions. Their professional staff will assist you with all of the details to create a meaningful funeral or memorial service for your loved one. For additional information, call 603-747-2717.
From the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, the forecast for today, mostly cloudy, a rising chance of rain or snow showers mid to late afternoon, highs from the mid-30s to lower 40s, winds becoming southwest around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, scattered rain or snow showers, some light snow accumulation possible over high terrain, lows in the mid to upper 20s. Mostly cloudy Saturday, a chance of rain or snow showers mainly early, upper 30s to lower 40s. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
Thank you, Lawrence. At 7:54, 27 degrees. That is the weekend weather. It's brought to you by Ricker Funeral Home and Cremation Care in Woodsville. Understanding the benefits of pre-planning has prompted many to take the step to plan their own arrangements with Ricker Funeral Home, either in person or online at rickerfh.com. For additional information, you could call them at 603-747-2717. All right, 4 minutes after 8, it's time for that monthly update from Charlie Gray, Four Corners Farm. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning. You can hear me all right?
We can hear you fine. All right.
Yeah, I still haven't got my landline fixed, so I'm out here on the balcony watching the cars go by and enjoying this nice spring morning we have, because today is the first day of spring, I believe.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it arrives in the 10 o'clock hour this morning. And, hey, does this kind of smell like spring on the farm right now?
It does. It smells and kind of sounds like spring. I saw my first robin, I think it was just a couple days ago. So
Awesome.
That's always a good sign that they made it back.
Good. So the farm's making it so far through winter in good shape.
Yeah, so the March is flying by, but as we talked a month ago, we hadn't quite started anything. We were still having meetings and doing planning aspects of the farm, and it was on the first of March. We got our tomato plants, and it was just yesterday. We now have we went from having one greenhouse to heat, and then yesterday now we're up to 5 greenhouses.
Wow, man! All of a sudden it happens, doesn't it?
So yeah, the tomatoes look really good. They're all like over a foot tall, and they should be putting out blossoms. We should be able to see blossoms in like the next 10 days. So it's 60 days from a blossom, a tomato blossom to a fruit. So what we're looking at, let's say it's the 25th, we see our first blossom. That's, April for the big fruit. The cherry tomatoes are a little shorter. So yeah, we're looking middle of May. We should have some tomatoes. So when we do that will be a neat thing to check in on. When we do our conversation here in 2 months, we'll have to see whether we have tomatoes or not.
It certainly will be. So when typically do you start plowing ground at Four Corners Farm in the spring?
So we can't legally spread manure until April 1st. So kind of anytime after that. I mean, it's more acting as if the frost has come out and the ground's dried out a little bit.
Okay.
You don't really want to go out there and start messing around if it's too wet, because the soil, if it hasn't thawed out, or if it's like down in our lower floodplains, it kind of becomes like quicksand, because you go out there and with that heavy tractor, and it will suck your tractor in, and then it kind of has it actually kind of creates a suction. So you have to be really careful. I've definitely seen some videos of people going out too early and getting one tractor stuck, and then they go out with another tractor to try to pull that one out. And next thing you know, that tractor's stuck.
That's not a good day, is it?
Yeah, you get a 10,000-pound tractor stuck halfway up to its wheels. It's a little different than a pickup truck.
Yeah, it would be. Don't want two of them stuck, that's for sure. So what is the process now in the next few weeks before you really start rolling and growing things at Four Corners Farm?
So yeah, it's as the greenhouses go, that's sort of where we start, because those are long seasons, and right now it was 27 when we woke up this morning, but in 5 of the greenhouses it was 68 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just trying to keep those maintenance problems going, so that once we move from greenhouse out to the fields, we know that the greenhouses, those are set. The thermostats are working, the heaters are working, all the ventilations are working. So they all have adequate water systems in place. So that's sort of trying to get all those established, and then from there we can move out to the fields, and then we don't have to worry about the greenhouses.
Yeah.
Sometimes we've had, that's what we're working on today on the farm, is we don't really know about the heating systems in the greenhouse until we flick them on in the spring, because they'll work when we shut everything down in the fall. But
right.
Sitting through the winter, you don't know what's going to happen. So that's actually what we're doing today. Is we got to replace 2 heaters in the greenhouses. So a matter of taking down the old propane heater and getting a new one in and getting it installed, so that way it's ready to go.
Well, a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, little things like that, because we don't have any alarm systems in our greenhouse. We're all wood fired. With a propane is our primary, but then the wood fire helps assist the propane. But also, if the propane were to go out, the wood fire would carry the greenhouse all night long. So it's a lot of these different little moving parts, and making sure everything is going smoothly. So that way, we don't have to worry about any headaches.
Yeah, and of course, your brother Peter, he must be excited, and things working out with the new farm, with the new barn that you put up.
Yes. So we're excited to be able to use that and have that functional this season. So it'll definitely be a changer. It's working in this, especially this. Hopefully, this is the last winter we got to work on equipment outside. So it's trying to do oil changes and greasing and other fittings. When it's cold out, the hands don't work as well, and the overall morale is a little nicer when it's warm out.
Isn't that for sure? All right, so you typically try to open up day in and day out when?
So the pansies just got transplanted yesterday. We picked up our pansy plant. So those need about 30 days. They're a little less than 30 days to get established until they put out their first flowers and they're ready to sell. So let's say about 3 weeks from now. So probably by the next time we're on the radio, we should have the farm stand open for pansies, raw milk, cheese, yogurt, just the small stuff to get us going, and then that will trickle on, and then by Mother's Day we'll try to have cherry tomatoes and hanging baskets, and then by the end of May we'll be right into it.
We'll be into it big time. All right, so we'll have another update in about a month from Charlie, and then the month after that we'll be doing it week after week, won't we?
I'm excited. I listen to YKR a lot, and I really appreciate you guys having us on. And we've been doing this for quite a few years, And it's just, you guys are just such a great local radio station, and I appreciate everything you do for us.
Well, we appreciate Four Corners Farm. And Charlie, these updates are great. You enjoy the weekend, and we'll talk with you in 3 or 4 weeks, okay?
Yeah, happy spring.
Indeed, to you as well. All right, there you have it. It's 10 minutes after 8. We'll take a break, check out what's happening in the world of sports with Tom Cuddy, then a look at the weather, and we're moments away from chatting with Ryan Chase down there at Valley Floors in Bradford.
Celtics back to work this evening in Memphis. Should be another win. It's safe to say the team is improving. Coach Joe Mazzulla quite pleased with 8-3 in 11.
At the end of the day, there's an expectation to win, and regardless of who's in, who's out, and I think that provides the mindset that everyone's role is valuable and important, and it would be disrespectful and a disservice to the guys coming into play when someone's hurt to not hold them to the same level of accountability. And so, whoever's in, whoever's out, the most respectful thing you do is to work to win the game.
Joe Mazzulla, needless to say, the return to the lineup and the game-by-game improvement of Jason Tatum is driving this team.
I think we do a good job of not taking days for granted, whether it's practice, a big game, or we try to treat them all the same and not take anything for granted. It's kind of as simple as we're just trying to get better every single day. We've been doing a pretty good job.
Jason Tatum, last 11 games, Celtics 8 wins. They'll be at Memphis tonight.
It is 12 minutes after 8. Clear blue, sunny skies, warming up slightly as we speak, now at 29. And we take a look at the weekend weather as we head into it. It's being brought to you by Alarmco, which is a security and protection company based in Bradford. And they specialize in home and business security, fire systems, video surveillance, safes, audiovisual equipment, networking, and phone systems. In addition to installation services, Alarmco also provides monitoring and repair services for a wide variety of systems. Protect the things that matter with the help of Alarmco, a security and protection company based in Bradford. Alarmco specializes in home and business security fire systems, video surveillance, safes, audiovisual equipment, networking, and phone systems. In addition to installation services, Alarmco also provide monitoring and repair services for a wide variety of systems. With the help of Alarmco, you will be able to view your property from the palm of your hand. For a free, no-obligation quote and see what Alarmco can do for you, visit their website at alarmcovt.com.
From the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, the forecast for today: mostly cloudy, a rising chance of rain or snow showers mid to late afternoon. Highs from the mid-30s to lower 40s, winds becoming southwest around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, scattered rain or snow showers, some light snow accumulation possible over high terrain, lows in the mid to upper 20s. Mostly cloudy Saturday, a chance of rain or snow showers mainly early, upper 30s to lower 40s. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
Hey, Lawrence, thank you very much. Update a look at the weather this time around is brought to you by Alarmco. You can stay notified on what's going on in your home or business, even when you're away. Connect your security, lights, locks, thermostats, video, and more for seamless automation and control. You can contact them today for a free, no-obligation quote and see what they can do for you. It's Alarmco, a locally owned and operated business for over 30 years right here in Bradford. Coming up on 14 minutes after 8 o'clock, we'll be chatting with Valley Floors in just a few minutes. And we always look forward to that. Been doing it for a long time. Weekly conversation, find out what's happening in the flooring business at Valley Floors. Do want to remind you that you can enjoy some great specials today at Tuttle's Family Diner here in Wells River. They're serving spaghetti with meat sauce and garlic bread. How about the Montshire Farm BLT burger with french fries or tater tots? Haddock sandwich with chips and pickle. Haddock dinner with choice of potato, a side, a dinner roll. And how about the chicken parmesan with garlic bread and a side? That's available. The soup is potato cheddar. That's potato cheddar. And the seafood today includes whole belly clams, strip clams, scallops, and shrimp at Tuttle's Family Diner here in downtown Wells River. And you can also order out by calling 757-3333. Still coming up this hour, as we said, chatting in just a moment with Valley Floors. We'll also be chatting with North Haverhill Agway. Dana Huntington checks in once a month, gives us the update. And then the Business Spotlight, brought to you by Wells River Savings, your good neighbor bank. Josh Hutchins will be our guest shortly after 8:30 this morning. So we hope you can stick around and listen to our informative conversations. We're 15 minutes after 8. Good morning.
Get ready for an afternoon of music and fun. Join Wind Rose and Shunpike Honeymoon on Sunday, March 22nd at 2 p.m. in the Tyler Room at McIndoe Academy Community Center in McIndoe Falls for a lively exploration of Celtic music. Enjoy a mix of familiar favorites and hidden gems that'll have you clapping, singing along, and maybe even dancing in your seat. Best of all, it's free for everyone. Come celebrate music, community, and good times together.
Thank you. Sounds like a fun event. There's a lot of things happening here in the listening area, and all you have to do is keep listening to this station, and also check out your local papers for information in regards to a lot of things that are available to see and do right here in the listening area. All right. Thank you very much. It's 18 minutes after 8. Ryan Chase, the owner of Valley Floors. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Stephen, how are you?
All right. Hey, that was quite an event you took care of out there at the Northeast Slopes 3 weeks ago. Good for you guys.
Oh, it was fantastic. Thank you. Appreciate everybody showing up for it and all the volunteers that helped show up and run it, including our staff and of course the great volunteers out at NES. Yeah, I don't know if we've spoken since then. That's something.
But I did remember. It was great weather, as I remember, too.
What's that?
You had great weather for the event as well.
We did.
Yeah.
Everything fell into place. Literally, the snow was fantastic. Yeah. The weather was good. The folks showed up. And it was pretty short notice. But we realized with the holiday, with the Valentine's Day approaching, it made sense. And Abby and I threw it at the board, and they said, "Yeah, do it." And it was a huge success. And so, I think that you'll see more of that. More to come on that. I'm on the board at Northeast Slopes now, and we're trying to get creative and figure out ways to it's nonprofit, of course, and volunteer run, so they're always struggling for money. And of course, years like this, when we have good snow, it's relative. I don't want to say it's easy, but it's easier to get through the year. But when we're limited on our opening days, it's tough, and it takes a lot of money to run that place and a lot of volunteers. So we are trying to get creative, but we got some ideas in the pot, and they're brewing. There's a great board out there now, and great folks that volunteer and from on the scenes and behind the scenes. And of course, everybody showed up. It's a great little hill, and it's an asset in our community.
Yeah, I start showing my age because I talk about some of these things that happened in the 60s, but I learned to ski at Pinnacle Skiways in Randolph, Vermont, which no longer exists, but that was the late 60s, early 70s. And the camaraderie and everything you have in these little hometown niches like that, it's just awesome, isn't it? It's just great.
It certainly is.
And I think in past conversations, too, that Kim Gray at Four Corners Farm also skied over there years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah. Anyway, we've got business to conduct, Ryan.
Yeah. Four Corners, that's a good segue to spring. It's around the corner. We've kind of made it through. There's some winter weather left ahead of us, no doubt, but we can see it in the future, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. So true. So as we transition from winter to spring, being the first day of it today, let's talk about flooring, because lots of times people really start thinking more about that, I assume.
They certainly do, and we always say it's never too early to start in the project. There's a lot of flooring is sort of the last thing that gets put down, but it should be one of the first few things considered, not necessarily decided upon, but there's a lot of things that go into it as far as your ultimate flooring product is going to be, because some heating systems need to be figured out ahead of time depending on that. But the big one is flooring transitions. It's heights. As we get older, it's really nice to have all the floors on the same level, and that can be achieved with some forethought. If you know what you're doing for floor covering in certain spaces, the builder can generally adjust the substrate underneath it to accommodate that. So just a good idea to come in and peruse the showroom and get educated on floor covering. It's changed a lot since you shopped it, no doubt.
Yeah.
And even though you may think that you want hardwood, once you come in, you may realize that the benefits of laminate and even vinyl plank really have improved over the years, and maintenance is easy, and the durability is great, and the ease of installation and care may outweigh the benefits that you think exist in the floor covering that you're thinking of. So encourage folks, excuse me, to come in and check out the products, meet the staff, get educated on the floor covering and how the process works. And we can take it from there. And, of course, you can set up a free measure and estimate, and our estimator can go out and answer all the questions out on your scene to talk about the logistics and how everything would go and make recommendations as well. Tony is great at that. He's been in the industry most of his life, and he really knows how to read a room and a home and make suggestions for what floor coverings may work well, because there are some limitations depending on your home site. You know, if moisture is an issue at certain times of the year, that certainly should be a consideration. Sometimes it's really difficult to combat moisture that's just been prevalent for decades. It can be done, but it's pretty cumbersome and expensive. So we can make some modifications and some considerations when deciding your floor covering once we know all the logistics and can evaluate your home.
Yeah, awesome. I've worked, as you know, with you guys for quite a few different projects over the years, and working with you guys right now because we're thinking about, working in the process, actually redoing the bathroom. So going to put some tile in there, so it should be interesting by the time we're done. So we'll kind of keep you updated as the project moves forward. But yeah, you got some great people there, because picking out tile's not that easy, as you know. There's a lot of variations. There's a lot of choices.
There certainly is, and there's a lot of choices.
Yeah.
We do get that feedback a lot. Some say there's too much to make a decision, but it's tough because there's so much out there. We really want to give you the full spectrum of it, but we're pretty good at narrowing it down to, if you give us an idea of what you're looking for, they can sort of guide you in the direction to keep the overwhelm, which is something our sales staff does a lot. They're very good at. They've been doing it for a long time. Again, we ask you the right questions: how you live in your home, what your expectations are, what's your cleaning schedule. Do you have kids and dogs and animals? Do you take your boots off? All of those things really weigh in, because ultimately we want you to pick the right floor covering that's going to last well, and that you're not going to be, that you're not going to have to work to keep clean all the time. So there's lots of things to consider, but we've been doing it for a while, so we can help you out.
Yeah, once we get into conversation for 15, 20 minutes, and we got on the same page, it fell together pretty quick. It was a great experience so far. Yeah.
Good.
Wow.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, Valley Floors right there in Bradford. Ryan Chase is the owner. Any other things you wanted to bring to the listeners this morning, Ryan?
Just want to give a quick plug to cash and carry products. Again,
Sure.
We do not have to install all the products that we sell. We do a brisk business in cash and carry products and floor covering, so we can do free delivery, of course, and New Hampshire residents pay no sales tax. If you want to tackle a project yourself, or you have a builder or a subcontractor that you would like to utilize to install your floor covering, you can still come in and utilize our services. For our knowledgeable sales staff can help you, and better yet, we can give you a great price. If we're not installing it for you, we can give you a good cash and carry discount and deliver it for you free of charge.
Yeah, good words of advice there, because our contractor has been working with Valley Floors in regards to some of the things that we plan on doing this summer. So it's that easy.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good.
Ryan,
otherwise, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the sunshine.
Excellent. Ryan, enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Take care.
Ryan Chase, the owner of Valley Floors, Bradford, Vermont. Still coming up, conversation with Dana Huntington at North Haverhill Agway, and then we'll roll into our conversation with Josh Hutchins as part of our business spotlight, brought to you by Wells River Savings, your good neighbor bank. Right now, taking a look at the weather, compliments of your friends at PTO's Repair, your local Fisher authorized dealer, now located on Route 5 in Fairleigh at 2320 Route 5 Fairleigh.
40s, winds becoming southwest around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, scattered rain or snow showers, some light snow accumulation possible over high terrain, lows in the mid to upper 20s. Mostly cloudy Saturday, a chance of rain or snow showers mainly early, upper 30s to lower 40s. I'm meteorologist Lawrence Hayes for WYKR.
And the updated weather sitting at 30 degrees under clear blue sunny skies, brought to you by PTO's Repair, your local Fisher authorized dealer. Fisher Snowplows, Fisher Sanders, located in Fairleigh, 2320 Route 5 Fairleigh, 802-222-6152. Talk with Paul and Kim down there. All right, we're about 27 minutes after 8. Dana, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
All right, Dana, of course, checks in once a month. We find out what's happening as the seasons progress right here in the North Country. First day of spring. You're looking forward to that, I'm sure, at North Haverhill Agway.
Absolutely. That's I think we like to look at it. It's one of the better days of the year because we know it's coming.
Yeah, big transition, I'm sure, for your business.
Absolutely, yeah. We're in the process of getting some of our final products in. We're starting to reset the store, trying to get different sections set up, put things away, get the fertilizers out, the grass seeds out. People have been asking about different types of seeds and stuff like that, and food plots. Yeah. A lot of people have been talking about frost seeding, clover, and things like that. So, we're trying to transition into that and get the stuff in. The hard part is a lot of our stuff that we order for spring, we order in October and November. So it's a little difficult to plan on what week it's going to be good. So we typically pick the middle of the week. So as far as that goes, if I had a choice, it'd be nice to have a lot of this stuff done 2 to 3 weeks ago. But you just never know. So you can't, last year we were at this point, we had snow on the ground. So people weren't interested in a lot of this stuff. But now they are, which is fine. We'll work through it, and as long as they're patient with us and let us dig stuff out that we have stashed away, we can usually help them out.
Yeah, this year we went from nothing to all of a sudden all hands on deck in regards to the maple sugaring season. Gee whiz.
Absolutely, and it's actually still going. And we were talking about last year where it was like 2 weeks, and by now we were putting the stuff away because it was warm enough that people weren't interested in, or the trees had already started budding because we had a couple warm spells. But this year seems to be hanging on pretty good, so we seem to have another couple good weeks of it. So if people haven't done it, or if they're looking for certain things, we do have jugs available. So if people are looking for jugs or containers to put their syrup in, we do have that. Still have some hydrometers, still have some of those type of things that will help people out. So if things happen and they need one, they should be able to get through us. And again, all these other things, people haven't done it yet. You're not too late. You still can tap a few trees and boil it on the stove or boil it on the gas grill. So it isn't too late quite yet.
Yeah. Let's find out what's happening in the world of chickens.
Well, baby chicks, believe it or not, Steve, we have our first order just came in. The March 20th order will be able to be picked up here this afternoon. So we do have, I think there's 6 other orders available. So ours is on a pre-order basis, a little different. I know Tractor Supply and some of these other places will get birds in. It's kind of first come, first serve. We'd rather do it that people get what they want to get. So we offer 8 different breeds in 2 different types of orders. So we have 16 breeds available to us, as well as guinea keats, meat birds, and then of course we do have turkeys and ducks. Goslings aren't available to us this year. They just don't have enough in the hatcheries that we deal with to get the goslings in. But lots and lots of birds to choose from, and the way we do it, we've already purchased all of our birds at this point. We purchase them usually in January, and then we sell off our inventory. So we have only so much capacity to handle. We can handle like 300 or 400 birds at a time.
Right.
So we get them in, and then we sell them off our inventory. So if people are looking for baby chicks or looking for certain types of breeds, the earlier you get them in, the earlier you get your order in, the more likely you'll get them when you want them and the kinds that you want.
All right, so you've got all the supplies?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's another big thing. We got that all set up. Teresa and the girls have done a great job in getting all that stuff out. The heat lamps, that's stuff that you're going to need. We also have heat emitters, which are different than the lamps. We have all the feeders, all the waterers, all the food, all that stuff. So if people get their baby chicks, or if they need to replace what winter took its toll on their feeders or waterers, we do have a great selection of that stuff.
So things are good at North Haverhill Agway as we chat once a month with Dana Huntington. All right, flowers and vegetable seeds. A lot of people get started with that. And of course, you've got the seed starting supplies as well, I assume.
We do. The flowers and vegetable seeds. Seedway has kind of had some issues this year, so hopefully today we'll get their full 6-panel display in. But we do have Livingston, New England seed, Ferry Morse, high mowing seeds, which are all organics. We have some heirloom seeds, and we also have a great selection from whether it be picture packets to small packets, all the way up to 5-pounders. A lot of times people are buying corns and things like that in the 5-pounders, or if they want 1-pounders or 4-ounces, we have corn and peas and beans and those type of selections, so as people can get those. So those are all out, ready to go. And, of course, you mentioned the seed starting supplies. We're talking the trays, the domes, the mini greenhouse starter kits, different types of peat pots, cow pots available still, which is just compressed manure. It's a dry manure, and so you can put that in there and do a great job as far as starting your seeds. Starter soils, a couple different types of excellent quality starter soils are available as well. So you want to get some seeds starting or seeds going, it's not too late. I heard Four Corners talking about tomatoes. Of course, they're greenhouse tomatoes, but now's a great time to get tomatoes started, peppers, things like that. So it is a good time to get things going.
All right, Dana Huntington, let's find out what's happening with your soils and your mulches and all that stuff to get ready for the growing season.
Yeah, we got a call. All of our soils will be, we got a truckload coming in next Tuesday, so we'll get the front start to get set up. We do have some soils available. Of course, as we tell people, they're frozen solid because they've been out and outside. But if people, as soon as we get set up out front with all the soils and mulches and peat moss, growing mixes, all that type of stuff, we'll have readily available here starting probably Tuesday. All that stuff is coming in. There's great selections of it. We carry a lot of Coast to Maine products. We carry some Black Golds products. So those are excellent products. She'll have some Agway labeled stuff, believe it or not. So a lot of the soils, I think we have like 18 and 19 different types of soils available, or different sizes of soils. So we should be able to help people out as they get ready to go into their gardens.
All right, Dana, glad to have you along here with us today. You know, it's the first day of spring, and I'm sure everybody's big excitement there, because this becomes a busy time of the year for you guys, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
All right.
Yes,
so
it does.
I imagine that people are beginning to ask a lot about some of the things that we talk about every month, including your lawn and garden and some of the things you have available there.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned quickly about the grass seed. We're trying to get that stuff out, get that set up. Of course, all the lawn and garden tools, the long-handled tools, the rakes, the shovels. This is the time of year we try to mix and match. We don't want to. We were joking the other day. We don't want to put all the snow shovels away, because if we do that, well, it will certainly snow. So we try to have a mix and match of long-handled rakes and snow shovels out. Of course, this is a great time of year for lime. People are looking to put lime down. We have a great product called Fast Lime, so you don't need the tons and tons, or don't have to handle the tons and tons in order to get your pH up on your lawn or your garden, things like that. We can help you with different decisions on how to get the pH up so that the plants can utilize the nutrients and be able to utilize the fertilizers that you put down. So as we get going to that, you certainly can call and ask, and we'll help them through the process of improving their gardens, improving their lawns, and doing things like that. And we have a lot of the products here. And, of course, we have the knowledgeable people that will help you out, help them out get a better quality lawn. And, of course, the lawns last fall kind of took it hard. So I'm assuming we'll be spelling a lot of grass seed, a lot of overseeding, a lot of slice seeding, a lot of that type of stuff, and a lot of fertilizer and lime to get your lawns back into looking the way people want them to look.
Yeah, you got to use lime more than people do, I suppose, from our past conversations.
We do, yeah. We've talked about that in the past. We sell an awful lot of lime, but we should sell 5 times what we do in order to raise the pH, because the rain that we get is an acidic rain still, so it's 5.2 to 5.3, whereas most plants like it at 6.5 to 6.8. So if you have to raise it a full percentage point, you really need to put about 2 to 3 ton per acre down. But that's where the Fast Line comes in. You don't need the tonnage. You can still do it in a smaller quantity of bags. So yes, lime is one of the most underutilized products that will do the biggest change in a lawn or in a garden.
All right. So get this: we want lime, not lemons.
Absolutely.
Fencing and heating season. What's up?
Yeah, fencing. We're starting to get dig that stuff back out. Lots of electric fencing. We've had some people coming in doing some electric fencing projects, so that's pretty good. Welded wire, woven wire. Again, we're right on the verge of getting all that stuff out. And once we get that out, we have a full access of that. Chicken wire, poultry wire, all of those type things. Hardware cloth. We carry a lot of different sizes of hardware cloth. We carry deer fence, a lot of those things like that, and cedar fence posts. So basically all what you'd need to get your fencing project going. And then, of course, you mentioned wood pellets. We still have wood pellets available. That's kind of, again, another transition similar to the rakes and snow shovels. We'll have wood pellets available throughout the whole season. So we have a lot of people say, I need a bag or 2 left. Well, most people will burn wood pellets into the month of May. So keep getting a few bags a week just to kind of keep that pellet stove going and keep yourself warm. And the last thing, Steve, just to let you guys know and let everybody know, the softball team is out, going to have our blitz on Saturday, this Saturday, to sell our discount cards. We'll be at a number of places around town, so if you're looking for a discount card and you haven't gotten yours yet, great time to stop by. We'll be at Hatchland We'll be at Agway. We'll be at Walmart. We'll be at Shaw's, and we'll also be at Dunkin'. So if people are looking for a discount card, stop in and get one from one of the girls.
All right. Go green. All right. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the weekend.
All right. Thanks, Steve.
All righty. There you have it, Dana Huntington, North Haverhill Agway. It's 8:37. We'll take a break here. When we come back, we're going to feature our business spotlight. Josh Hutchins is with us, which is brought to you by Wells River Savings, your good neighbor bank.
If you How do you define home? Is it your sanctuary? A reflection of your style and values? A playground for your children and grandchildren? However you define it, House Right Construction can help you create the house that says, welcome home to you. House Right is your expert Vermont and New Hampshire home builder. They have been partnering with clients since 1985. They build and renovate homes that fulfill their clients' exact visions. House Right Construction is proud to be able to say that the foundation of their business continues to be their enduring relationships with clients, who return to them as their home visions grow and who refer them to their friends. Try letting House Right be the builder of the home of your dreams. Welcome home with House Right. House Right Construction, Main Street South, Newbury, Vermont. Online at houseright.net.
All right, there you have an updated look at the weather forecast, which is brought to you by House Right Construction. They are located on Route 5 near the historic Newbury Common, online at houseright.net. All right, we're finally there, Josh. How you doing?
Good.
All right, Josh Hutchins started his own business, 2 or 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Yeah, already. All right, you have quite a history of doing this, don't you?
Yep.
Where'd you start?
Started working for George Pratt, for Bradford Pratt's, and that eventually turned into Dead River, and I went on my own.
Yeah. Bradford Pratt's Petroleum, right?
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
George. Yep.
Yes, George is deceased now. But,
Yep.
yeah, he did a lot for the community.
He did. Yep.
He kind of started in Bradford and moved across the river, didn't he?
He did. Yep. In Bradford, and then he moved over to North Haverhill.
All right, so you're on your own now. What's the name of your business?
JH Heating.
All right, you got some help with you today.
I do. I brought my wife, Jennifer.
All right, so she helps in the office?
She does.
All
She
right.
does.
All right, good. So let's talk about your business then, because was this a good heating season for you? Kept you busy?
It was a busy one, that's for sure.
All right, so what typically crops up for you
No
during
heat.
the winter months?
No heat calls, service, manual, regular service.
So if you get a call 2 o'clock in the morning, you got to roll?
Yeah, I don't
Depending.
typically get a lot of the after-hour calls, but we're here if you need us.
All right, so let's get more specific. What is your business? What do you actually do?
So we are a service-only company. We install and service and maintain heating equipment. I do install air conditioning, mini-split systems, but primarily it's heating systems.
All right. Do you work with the other oil companies that just deliver, or even some of the oil companies that also do service?
Yeah, we do. We do some sub work for companies like Dead River, Irving. You know, if they've got too much going on, we've got openings that we can help them out and do some work for them.
Okay. So how did you decide to go out on your own?
It was one of those things.
Big decision, right?
Yeah, it was. I contemplated it for years, and I finally just went home, dropped the bombshell, and told her we're going out on our own, and here we are.
All right. So what was the response at the dinner table that night?
It was good.
Okay.
A little nervous, but good.
Oh yeah, it's a big move.
It is a big move.
Yeah, it's
but
a big move.
It's been great.
Yeah. Do you have other employees?
Just me.
Just you.
Just me.
Okay. So how does somebody make the decision whether they want to do oil or gas, that type of stuff? And do you handle both?
Yes. So we do handle propane, fuel oil, and kerosene.
Okay.
The oil gas is a tough decision. It's fairly expensive to change from oil to propane. There's a lot of work to be done to get things to where they need to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about efficiency, cost per gallons. It all helps.
I would assume, too, that the dynamic of your home might help make that decision, too.
Yeah. If you don't have a good place for an oil tank, then propane is typically the way to go. Chimneys, if you don't have a chimney, propane's the way to go. You don't have to worry about chimneys and propane mostly.
So how does it work nowadays? Let's say a house is 40, 50 years old. They still have the same oil tank in the basement. Are there things that you need to look at? And can that be changed out? Should it be changed out? Are they inspected? Do you inspect them? What's the deal?
So I can inspect oil tanks. They do get inspected by fuel companies. The states are mandating. I think they check them every 3 years now. And yeah, 40, 50-year-old oil tank, it's time. It's
really?
time to think about either replacing the tank or changing to a different fuel.
Okay. How is that decision made? How do you work with the customer to get through that? Gas and oil and kerosene.
So typically, if you've got a 40-year-old oil tank, you probably have a 40-year-old heating system. If you've got to change one, that's the time to consider changing both and, changing to propane. It is cleaner. It is more efficient. So it's a decision to make.
At the end of the year, are they pretty much the same in regards to what it costs for everything?
At the end of the day, I truly do believe that you burn a little more propane than you do oil. So yes, at the end of the day, I think the gallons probably be a little higher on propane, but your efficiency is much different. A propane boiler can be anywhere from 90 to 95% efficient. An oil boiler, 83 to 85, maybe 87 on its best day.
Mm-hmm. So you call it gas or propane? I keep calling it gas.
Yeah, either way, it's gas or propane.
Yeah,
you know.
Because a few years ago, Teresa and I actually got rid of our electric stove in the kitchen and put in gas.
Yep.
I wish we did years ago.
Yep.
So I don't know what it's like having your furnace that way, but I don't know. Is there less service if you have gas / propane versus oil?
So typically, you can get away with servicing propane a little less. It is cleaner. There's not as many moving parts to clean in a propane system. At the end of the day, though, you should maintain your equipment every year just to be sure everything's where it's supposed to be. And
Yeah. Josh Hutchins is with us along with his wife. She's the backup plan today. Glad you come along with him. So, what's the difference between servicing the two?
So,
and we say this because some people are so gas-oriented, propane, and
Yep.
some are so oil. I've always said oil.
Yep. No, oil is, you have your typical, every oil, whether it's a furnace or boiler, it's going to have a nozzle, a filter, a strainer, and then you need to brush it and vacuum it, clean it all out. Propane, typically, depending on what it is going to have a burner, one or multiple, and there's not a lot to it. Clean the burner out, vacuum it out. Just not a lot of moving parts in a propane to change out, per se.
You've been doing this how many years?
So, I've been doing the service side for probably 12, 14 years.
Okay. But you've been in the industry longer than that.
No, I started work for George in 2000.
Yeah, so 26 years.
Yep.
All right, so that's a long time you've been around this stuff.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Now, when it started, going back to the propane, they didn't have direct vent then, did they? Or did they?
They did. It wasn't nearly as good as it is now. But
Okay. So what are the things that people are hanging on the wall now where they do all the ductwork and piping into it? What do they call those things?
The air handlers or the mini splits.
Mini splits. There you go.
Yep.
You do those?
Yeah, we do.
So what's a mini split? And how does it work, Josh?
Mini split is air. You can get them air conditioning and heat. I'm not sold on the heating part of it as far as it being great at 20 below like it was this year.
Okay.
It's good shoulder season heat.
Mm-hmm.
It's great for air conditioning. It's quiet. It's not like the old-fashioned window shaker where the only thing you can hear in the house is the air conditioner. I mean, they're whisper quiet.
Right.
They're typically kind of an expensive system, but if you're willing to do it, then they're good thing to buy.
Okay. Cost effective. I mean, it's a fair amount of money you lay out to begin with, but you can go through air conditioners pretty quick to hang in the window.
Yeah, it is. I think mini splits are like everything else. They do kind of have a shelf life to them.
What do they run on?
Electricity. They're completely electric, but it's free on.
Okay.
So
there's a lot to this.
There is.
I'm going to have a lot of questions. They're not even part of your notes, but I imagine these are questions that any business or homeowner would ask you probably.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So how many times have you answered these questions over the years, right,
Yep.
Josh?
No, for sure.
All right, we're going to take a break and see what Wells River Savings Bank has to say, and we'll kind of regroup. When we come back, we'll wrap up our conversation with Josh Hutchins as part of our Business Spotlights, the third Friday of the month, brought to you by Wells River Savings, your good neighbor bank.
this is Chelsea Tillotson, Mortgage Loan Officer for the Wells River Savings Bank. Buying a home is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make, and we're here to make it easier. At Wells River Savings Bank, we take the time to truly understand you and your needs. From start to finish, we're by your side, ensuring you're comfortable with every step of the way. To us, a mortgage isn't just a transaction, it's the foundation of a lasting relationship. With competitive rates and the personalized service you'd expect from your hometown bank, we're dedicated to prioritizing you and your best interests. Let us turn your dream home into a reality. Visit Wells River Savings Bank today and experience the difference. Your journey to home ownership starts here. Wells River Savings Bank, big decisions, small town care, and your trusted neighbor. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wells River Savings Bank, your good neighbor bank. It's good to know your neighbors.
All right, thank you. 8:49, as we said, going into the break there, brought to you by Wells River Savings, your good neighbor bank. It's the Business Spotlight, heard the third Friday of the month. Josh Hutchins from JH Heating, LLC. Just you and your wife.
That's it.
All right.
Just us.
Your kid's going to get involved someday?
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe down the road.
Yeah, who knows, right? Yeah, Nicole Woods from NEK Photography is going to be our April Spotlight, by the way.
Nice.
All right, so we've been talking a lot about kerosene and propane, gas, oil, outside tanks. I know people have been discussing whether you can bury them or you can't when it comes to your propane. What's the deal?
Yeah, you can definitely get underground propane tanks. A lot of fuel companies, I think, are pushing to stay above ground. Underground incurs a lot of cost, excavation. Things go wrong, they're digging them back up again.
Can't see it.
Can't see it. A lot of companies push to stay above ground.
Sure.
It's easier.
Yeah, depending. You can plant some trees around it and stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
Just if you do it, make it so that the gas guy can get to the tank.
They appreciate that, yep.
I know that we have one where the bushes grow up around it and you have to hack them down every couple of years.
Yep.
Then, of course, bees get in there. I'm sure you've experienced that over the years.
Fun. The
right?
bees are fun. Oh, yeah.
All right. So what's the future look like in regards to heating? And we've got, rising fuel costs right now. Maybe some words of advice.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, fuel prices are definitely rising. Everybody sees it at the pump. Just maintain your equipment.
Yeah. So if somebody's building new, doing some remodeling, but maybe going to building new, because there's still a lot of new stuff going up around here. It's things that they should take into consideration. Are you part of new building projects?
Yeah, we're working on a project right now. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely lots to consider, whether it's baseboard heat, hot air, radiant, there's all kinds of different opportunities and different ways to go.
Do you have a preference and why?
I like baseboard. It's even. It's steady.
Yeah.
Hot air's nice. I don't know. Just like baseboard, it's pretty even.
What about radiant in the ground? In the floor.
Yeah, radiant again is very nice. The biggest problem with radiant is getting people to understand how it works. You need to leave your thermostat alone. Set it and forget it.
Mm-hmm. And that's not going to heat the room. That's just going to keep the floor warm, as I understand, for the most part.
It will heat. I mean, it does heat the room. I mean, it's the heat's in your floor. It's radiating up out of your floor. The beauty of radiant, it's nice to walk on,
Is that why you say leave the thermostat alone?
It is. It's not like your baseboard or your hot air system where you can kind of play with the thermostat, turn it up and down, and you'll warm again in 10 or 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Radiant, you're heating a huge mass. So if you turn it down and go away for, say, a week and come back, you're not going to be warm in 2 hours. You've got to let it come back up.
Starting a new business three years or so ago, I mean, something that comes to mind, maybe that was the biggest wow so far, eye-opener maybe in opening or starting your own business, Josh? And maybe your wife would also maybe want to chime in or at least say something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that I don't think people understand. The paperwork end of it is not as glamorous as people might think it is, but it's all part of it. There's a lot of time put in that it's not billable. You know what I mean? And people don't understand that. My father and grandfather did their own business, carpentry, and I grew up around that. So I definitely see how there's a lot of going out, looking at jobs, and coming back, and then you wonder if you get them or you don't get them. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you had understanding going into it yourself because you'd grown up around it.
Right.
So it's not like you went into it blind.
Right.
That's
Yep.
for sure. A
Yep.
lot of people have their own businesses.
Yep.
Huge success.
It's a lot of fun.
We're right here on the Connecticut River, Vermont, New Hampshire. You do both states.
Yep. Vermont, New Hampshire. Yep.
Do you-
Licensed in both.
How far do you travel? What's your footprint, Josh? Roughly.
I try to stay somewhere between Lyme south and Groton north.
Sure.
Somewhere in that area.
So there's also like Efficiency Vermont and that type of stuff. Do you work through those types of things as well with the customer?
Yeah, yep. I mean, if they're, there's rebates on electric and a lot of that kind of stuff and high efficiency, and we'll work with them on it. Yep.
Awesome. Good. Final comments. Always ask our guests that. If you got any final comments, or maybe if she does, we missed anything, now's your time.
So I guess the only comments I have are, we're always taking on new customers. We're happy to talk to you and meet your needs and see if there's anything we can help you out with.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, anyway, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're going to make it. 3 years into it, right?
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah,
It's
good for
been
you.
great,
Yeah.
so.
Well, you see a truck riding around lots of times, so obviously on the road taking care of people.
Yep, it is definitely busy.
Yeah, good for you. Good to see both of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck. JH Heating LLC, Josh Hutchins and his wife visiting with us as this is the third Friday of the month. It's the Business Spotlight brought to you by friends at Wells River Savings, your good neighbor bank.
Hayes for WYKR.
All right, Lawrence, thank you very much. Updated weather brought to you this time around by Dad's 4x Tool and Supply. They have 2 locations taking care of your needs right there on Route 5 in St. Johnsbury. And, of course, right here in downtown Wells River, you'll find them next to Wells River Chevrolet. And there you have it. That's a Friday morning full of all kinds of great conversation. We hope you can join us again next Friday. It'll be the last Friday of the month on the 27th. As today is also the welcoming the first day of spring 2026. It officially arrives sometime in the 10 o'clock hour this morning. Updated weather brought to you by Dad's 4x Tool and Supply. We've jumped into the low 30s, heading for the low 40s today, but there is some weather coming our way tonight and early tomorrow morning, and could see some precipitation here in the listening area. Want to remind you, going back to Wells River Savings, your good neighbor bank and their Business Spotlight heard the third Friday of the month. Just barely talking with Josh Hutchins from JH Heating LLC. We'll be talking with Nicole Woods from NEK Photography. Will be our April Spotlight on a Friday morning, April 17th at approximately 8:30. And next Friday between 8:30 and 9 is our information in regards to Cottage Hospital, Cottage on Call, Cuba, and special guests coming in from Cottage Hospital. Right now, though, we're getting set to take a look at the latest world and national news from the CBS World News Network. We hope you enjoy the weekend and stay safe and enjoy spring.
YKR Country is WT.